Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we are exploring the lower city once again. Last time we explored the Crimson Draughts Potion Shop and the home of Alexander Raintree. Made a quick stop here at the Bibliophile, which sells scrolls and books. We're basically planning to head down into the counting house next to look for Minsc, as we appear to be very close to it. We're going to check out this area and this chunk of the waterfront, and then see what the counting house is all about. All right, so this building here, let's go take a look. We do have some wicker baskets here, which we can get into, but it looks like, yeah, there's not much. All right, so this says live music.
Live music at the Singing Lute. They sing for their supper while you eat yours.
Okay, apparently dueling piano bar style of restaurant here. Let's see what's in the mailbox. A crumpled letter. Hank, troop rehearsals next 10 day. Don't be late or you're out. Agamid. And Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issue of the penetrating stench. Yes, this is the same thing we saw at Alexander Rainforest. Something's going on down in the sewers beneath this area. I don't recall seeing a manhole cover, but there should be one somewhere nearby, I think, given what that thing is sort of telling us.
What do you think happened to the old right?
Well, if we see one, we can go down. We'll be back in the sewers sooner or later anyway.
Join us at the famous Singing Lute basement bar. Good ale for good coin. All welcome.
All right. We're in the bartender room. This door is locked. We can see this is Hank's home.
Hank House. Keep out.
All right, so Hank apparently lives atop the bar, and we don't have permission to enter his home, so let's avoid it for now, unless we have a good reason to do so. And go check out the bar itself.
Here we go. Drink up at the Singing Lute. Local brews and specialty imports available. The Singing Lute.
Okay, so we've got a couple of guys hanging out on what looks like a date here. Redondo Log and Fuchsia Vine Shoot.
You'll have to excuse us. My darling and I are enjoying the view of the city.
Sure, of course.
Gods, I can't stand this place.
Oh, he doesn't like it. Interesting. But he's suffering through it for his lover, so that's, you know, that's a nice thing to do for somebody you care about, right? Let's head inside and check this place out. It's gonna be a little crowded with all five of us, perhaps, but we'll squeeze inside. Oh yeah, it's very small. Okay, so, what do we have going on in here? Wooden barrel we can check out with a torch in it. It's pretty cramped and small. Looks like there's really just the one bartender. I don't know where do the performers stay? Where do they stand? There's no stage, there's no, Curious. All right, let's check in with the bartender here. Tender Hank.
What do you want, brick?
That's no way to talk to a paying customer.
Bleeder.
Can I get something to drink?
Do it yourself.
Well, interesting. He has very little aside from alcohol, which we're not that interested in. So, I guess this place just takes up space here. At the moment, as I said, we have no reason to distrust or suspect Hank of any crime, so we have no reason to break into his home. I guess that's sort of it for this, then. Just a quick little visit to the bar here. Nothing found, nothing interesting gained. Let's make our way down around the waterfront and over towards the counting house. Got some citizens chatting and wandering around. This I find interesting. There's a little break in the wall here Now, I believe we've been... This is Flim's cargo, so I believe we've been down here on these docks before. And... She could... Like, Tava could maybe fly over here. That's a little on the far side, so maybe not. But she could get there from here. In fact, probably most of them could hop across and get over to this section of the counting house's backyard if we really wanted to. We'll have to check out the front and see if we're allowed to just waltz in or if we need to sneak in some way. Over here we have the singing lute. Now, why is this... Oh, I understand. So there's a bar on this floor, and then there's more down below. Now, what's going on with the singing lute? Let's check in with the man up here. Maybe he'll tell us why it's closed.
Hey, mate, you look pretty well geared up. Could you spare a healing potion?
You don't look wounded to me.
No, but I expect to be. Once Helbert Hune's thugs catch up with me.
Who would send thugs to beat up a flaming fist?
How about an angry patriarch who broke off his daughter Henrietta's engagement with yours truly? We was engaged, secretly, but now it seems she's set to marry Dirk Rillin. I tried to see Hen, but Papa had other ideas.
Yeah, why don't you get some of the other fists to back you up against the thugs?
Have you got bugs in your head? The fists don't mess with wealthy patriarchs. They've got the watch to back them up. And nowadays, the watch comes in a steel variety, in case you haven't noticed. I'll take my lumps.
I'm deeply moved by your plight, man. Accept this healing potion and the best of luck to you.
My favourite flavour, too. Thanks, mate. Don't fall for any patriarch's daughters.
Don't attack us. Because then you'll get worse than a thrashing. All right, so for some reason...
Kitchen closed during the day. Come back for dinner. The singing lute.
So I'm not sure how to manage time. In this game, we've never had really a day and night cycle, so I guess it's just going to stay closed unless we break in. Let's check the mailbox. One letter, more food, please. I dined in your fine establishment the other day, and I just wanted to say, incredible! Top-notch nosh. Why on earth do you only open in the evenings? Is your chef a vampire or something? If so, get the ladder lass some curtains for the kitchen and have them serve up more grub. I would gladly stop by every day for lunch if your kitchen would only be open. Oh, somebody likes the food. Reservations are open.
Reservations open for dinner tonight. For a meal that will warm your Baldurian soul. The singing lute.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit curious what's going on there.
You're not even very far in yet.
That's because you keep interrupting me.
What are these two talking about? Getting jobs at the counting house and practicing their numbers?
Do you hear those noises coming out the old Albright place?
We've spoken to them. All right, let's check the counting house's mailbox here. 3 letters. Appointment request. To whom it may concern, I would like to request an appointment during which I can discuss my request for an appointment with Mr. Glitterbeard. Thank you, Day. All right. Pinned to an invoice for a hefty sum billed to the counting house is the following note. A reminder, our repairs in the vault level encompass the mechanical systems only. We've drained the seawater from all levels and resealed the walls, but reactivation of any magical defenses will need to be carried out by a certified member of the Gondian Guild. I would not recommend carrying out such repairs until the source of the harbor disturbances is identified and dealt with. Even the counting house cannot afford multiple visits from the Great Gond's artificers. Interesting, interesting. Vault level has mechanical systems only, perhaps? Maybe that's why the Stone Lord is planning to make his attack or his assault. We also have here private shipment. Reminder to the cash guard on duty, head banker Glitterbeard is expecting a shipment that is to be carried down to the main vault without customary checks. The head banker's personal guard will see to any further arrangements. Okay. I wonder if there's some way we can use that information.
You know what it is, don't you? Swishing.
All right, let's see what these two are talking about and then meet with the cash guard. Oh, we got another mindquake. Any reaction? Nope. Okay.
Excuse me, madam.
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here.
Have you seen what she's doing? Counting gold in front of a beggar. It's like eating bread in front of a starving child.
Oh, is that what she's doing? Well, you could always walk away. Anyway, here's 10 gold.
Thank you, sir. At least some people in this world know kindness.
Sure, no problem. You're just lucky that we happened to be flush and kind of walked straight into you. Let's check in with the cash guard here. Cash guard, artillerist Jacko.
If you need help, sire, just speak to the clerks.
All right.
Coin maiden guard your coffers.
It's like a reluctant blessing from artillerist Jaheira here. All right.
I'm scared because of the absolute.
Now I have to start again thanks to you.
I don't suppose you really have much use for gold, do you, Astarion?
It's not required, but it is nice to have. It buys any number of ways to keep life interesting.
Go on then. Coyness isn't in your nature. What would you do with unlimited funds?
Let's just say blood tastes better from a gold goblet. And silk bed sheets improve any nighttime activity.
All right, so we've made it here. I guess we start exploring, interviewing the locals, talking to any employees we can, and we're looking for... Well, no, Minsc wouldn't be here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Minsc. He's either the Stone Lord or he's, like, being coerced by the Stone Lord. In fact, why don't we take a quick look at this? Nine Fingers revealed the Minsc is none other than the Stone Lord, a rival gang boss. Yeah, she's later trapped to deal with him and won't tell us where. We found a note indicating Nine Fingers plans to ambush Minsc at the city's counting house. We need to get there first. Yeah, so... Is he being controlled by the Absolute? Is that what's going on? Like, why has he become the Stone Lord? Why is he trying to help Gortash? And what has changed now that Gortash is dead, right? I guess we'll explore around here a little bit more. At some point, I may swap somebody out for Jaheira here. Although giving up Shadowheart means giving up not just her, but also the Diva. I don't know. These guys, this party is so strong. I don't know who I'm going to give up. But let's take a look around the foyer, at least.
A list of politely phrased advisories from the Fellowship of Financiers.
The Fellowship of Financiers. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a Baldur's Month Gazette here. Let's see what issue this is. Baldur's Mouth Gazette. This is edition 82. This is much earlier in the week. Sudden earthquake shaking our homes. Does the counting house sink deeper with each new gold coin? Elf Song Tavern kicks off new competition. Join the laugh right now. Old Garlow's place occupied by vandals. Could your spouse be a secret cultist? An increase in missing persons alarm families.
Mate, he was nervous.
We have an alarm machine here. That's interesting.
With a half elf.
So technically, we could try to disarm that, but I mean, yeah, we're not gonna be able to get away with that.
All right.
We've got some folks in line for this teller over here. Let's see what these folks are here for. Ligario, just withdrawing some petty funds.
Back of the line. I already had to sit here while they marched some big bastard past like royalty.
If you're wise, you'll withdraw everything and clear out before this army arrives. I'm not taking any chances.
Oh, you better be careful with talk like that, Mavellanora. They'll accuse you of trying to start a bank run. Clerk Zolarix.
Can't talk. Last time I misquoted her, head banker Glitterbeard locked me in a safety deposit box.
Oh my. That's a good reminder. We have a number of safe deposit box keys, so we may have a legitimate reason to access the safety box area. We can sort of say, I'm here to get into my box, maybe.
What's wrong?
Brialvant? That's an interesting name. Brialvant?
If you cannot get the coin you need here, try for a room at the Elf Song. Alan has plenty of space in his upper floors.
What does that have to do with coin? Anyway, I've already rented it, so you're useless.
If you're one of Barrack's friends sent to talk me down, tell him I've made up my mind. I'm buying that stake in the circus and running away.
What's your act gonna be? Being obnoxious to strangers?
Busy. Sorry.
Okay. We've got 2 cash guard here.
Account holders only from here. Vault pass?
Okay, let's just leave. We're not going to tell her we don't have a vault pass. We'll just stare at her for 10 seconds, blank-faced, and then turn and walk away. Where are we going to get a vault pass? The lower levels of the counting house are off limits to the public. We need a vault pass from head clerk Meadhoney to enter.
Word is the Gondian Guild is down tools and gone walkabouts.
Striking up, bet. Lazy gits. Wish I could go on strike.
What else we got going on in here? A bunch of citizens standing in here talking to each other. Maybe just enjoying the cool stone hall during the heat of the day. They don't seem to have anything interesting to say. This is head clerk Meadhoney.
Why? What do you mean?
You have the natural elegance of a dancer.
Oh, he's hitting on her.
Oh, please.
Why the hells are they so slow? Meadhoney usually runs a tighter ship than this.
I heard about Stelmane this morning. Word of advice. When dukes start dropping like that, get your coin and get out of the city.
Fair enough.
Sorry, sir, but these people won't see to themselves.
Well, that's fair, but I just have to tell you, you have the natural elegance of a dancer.
I said some people have all day to spend talking to bank clerks.
Got a display case and a plaque over here.
Customers are asked to follow all instructions promptly and without resistance.
What else we got going on? There's a record of the honored and the Counting House family vault list. Now, I'm curious, how many vault keys do I actually have here? We should be able to sort by, or search this for Counting House vault number or something. Oh, here we go. We have vault number 1, 3, and 2 pairs of number 5. Oh no, these are different keys. We have vault number 1 key, vault number 5 key, and then high security vault numbers 3 and 5, it appears. Interesting. So we found 4 of those so far. Let's look at the record of the honored. Since its inception, the Counting House has been at the heart of Baldur's Gate's economic success. Our founder, Magnate Carrick Ilfescent, may have been our first patron, but over the years many others have generously contributed to our institution. Here we record their names. Clicking through the pages, there are hundreds of dedications recorded. Only a few catch the eye. We thank the Shattershield family, whose generosity saw our vaults upgraded and secured to the highest quality. Honored be their names. We thank Lady Isabella Mormel for her patronage, including 7 carts of Amiens silver. We recognize the substantial donations of Grand Duke Leah Janath and Grand Duke Belt after the Iron Crisis of 1369 ER. We thank Grand Duke Abdel Adrian for his generous donation to our institution. And we thank Lord Darren Silvershield, whose generous patronage took a 10-day to count. Honored be their names. We also have the family vault list. Reminder from the head banker for any new hires, memorize the names of our legacy vault holders. These clients are not to be interfered with. They come and go as they please. Counting House family vaults, head of household has key. Vault 1, Leroican, so we have that key. Vault 2, Janath. Vault 3, Czar. Vault 4, Gray. And Vault 5, Ravenguard, we have that key as well. Vault 6, Gortash. Vault 7, Keen. Vault 8, Devere. And Vault 9, Glitterbeard. Okay. Those are indeed interesting.
Wants to take you for a drink.
So there's another cash guard standing in front of these doors. Another alarm right there. Let's see what he has to say.
To banks though, so I don't need to worry.
What are you standing there worrying to yourself about ogres?
Slower than usual today. You might be better off sticking your coin under your mattress.
Huh. Okay, and then there's another one here in front of the stairs.
Past the bloody time.
Wouldn't loiter too long here, sir. Makes the guards nervous.
So I'm guessing we're not allowed to go up here, but let's try and see what she does. Nope, okay, we can. What's up here? Double doors, which we're not allowed to enter, but nobody's standing here to watch us. Presumably, if we popped inside, yeah, there's some more cash guards who will shout. Interesting. Okay. There is, ooh, this is interesting. There is a little bit of a balcony here. And again, we're well aware that there's a way for us to get back here. We can basically fly over here, but there's more cash guards guarding this whole area. So unless we have a reason to be there, we're likely going to have to fight and kill the cash guards, which I'm not too keen to do if I can find a way to avoid it. Let's head back down. Okay. All that's left is to speak to Mead Honey, get ourselves a vault pass, and then head inside. I think...
The gods truly this way.
She's getting hurt again. Okay, I think it's time to swap somebody out. Given that this is a counting house, we have to have a Starian. I can't imagine giving up Karlach. She is just such a powerhouse. So I think I'm gonna go... Yeah, we're gonna take a quick trip to camp, and I'm gonna swap Shadowheart and her diva out for Jaheira. So I'm gonna have to gear her and get her set up for the day. So we'll take a break here. When we come back, Jaheira will be in the party. Shadowheart will be taking a break at camp, and we'll speak to Mead Honey to see about getting ourselves a vault pass and going after Minsc. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, we're back. Jaheira's geared up and as best prepared as we can get her for the day ahead. She is going to be wielding the legendary rapier we found. I put the Orphic hammer back on Tava because that gives her advantage on all saving throws. I've also swapped the advantage on Charisma, Intelligence, and Wisdom saving throws amulet to Karlach in place of the shield amulet. I think that's a better choice for her. She has plenty of hit points. She can take a hit or two. But control spells or banish, like banish or, you know, something like that could really disable her in combat. So we'll have her wield that. With us being all set up, let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves a vault pass here from head clerk Mead Honey. I wonder... Tava is our face. She has all the charisma and all the proficiencies. So I think we will have her continue to interact with NPCs until such time as Minsc shows up. Then Jaheira can take over.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead Honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat Honey. Had some difficult customers today? One in particular calling himself the Stone Lord, perhaps.
The who? The what? All right, fine. The head banker may have just taken a customer by that name down to the vaults. Rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against regulations. But I'm sure the head banker knows what he is doing.
I assure you, he does not. You are right to be nervous. But let us pass, and all will be well.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you?
Okay, an interesting question. The Lord of Shemin, we're servants. A friend, he might do something stupid down there, but we can help. I think this is both the truth and most likely to succeed for us. So we'll say he's a friend. He might do something stupid down there, but we can help. He only needs a DC 10. He wants to be persuaded, but let's just take every possible precaution. We'll add 16 to this roll, so as long as we don't nat 1, we're fine. All right, there we go. DC 30 persuasion. Tava is a very effective face.
That would be most unusual. But then so is our visitor.
That he is. But don't worry. We can handle him.
Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it.
Okay. So it seems we've got one shot to get into the vaults here, which means we definitely want to locate the boxes that we have keys for and get them open and take whatever's inside. Because we may not be able to come back in here without, you know, violence, which I'm not sure we can justify from a role-playing perspective. Let's go ahead and head down.
Vault pass.
Here it is.
Right. Descend and know. Upon entering the vaults, you forego the protection of city and church law alike. Which is to say, keep to your own vault and you'll be fine.
Okay, I do need to check something. We read this a minute ago, but it's been a little bit longer for me. So, vault, we can go to vaults number 1, 3, and 5. Let's just double check the list here. 1, 3, and 5. We'll probably go see other ones as well if we have the chance, but let's make sure we know what we're doing here. 1, 3, and 5 is Loroakan, Czar, sure, 2 people we've defeated. And then 5 is Ravengard, Will's father. All right, Loroakan, Czar, and Ravengard. Let's go.
Scales. I'd have slapped him.
In men's overends.
Okay, down to the vault area. So over to the right here, a lot of stonework, some decorations. We do see a stash of scrolls there. Stacks of scrolls, rather. Nobody's watching us, so we could loot that, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure we have a reason to at the moment. These double doors lead into this next area. That door is prohibited. I think it leads out to something else.
I don't need to worry.
Okay, there's 2 guards here and another clerk. We can look at the shipments registry. There's a button back here that does something, presumably. Okay, we might be in the wrong part of the lower area. Let's check in with Cash Guard Artillerist Smathers.
Mind your manners down here, sir. Titles don't mean much once you're in the vault.
Okay. So we can go, I guess, straight over there. What was over here? Looks like this is just a kind of a library. I will say there were a ton of like alarms upstairs, and while there's nobody watching us here, committing a crime might trigger some sort of arcane defenses. I'm not sure. So we're gonna avoid stealing anything right now. We will read, however, Keepings of the Vaults, and then we'll head into the vaults themselves. A detailed record of gold in and out of the various vaults. While the individual vaults seem to have large amounts of money deposited in them and then simply left there, the main vault is a constant stream of gold in and out, handfuls of coins constantly being added and subtracted. It's a record of the working life of Baldur's Gate, a 10 days profit from a trader, a family dipping into their savings to buy bread, a child depositing a coin they got for their birthday. Alright. I can't wait to come here on my evil playthrough and loot this place blind. Probably a bunch of fun fights with the cash card, too.
I'm really strong. Some will go quietly out the front door.
Just need to see your vault pass, please.
Yep, here it is.
Looks in order. Blessed day to you.
And to you, madam.
Nothing more valuable.
What's that?
Oh, there's a bunch of, we're actually, I'm glad that I had the pass. I'm assuming they disabled these traps for us. But, yeah, there's a bunch there.
Striking up bit, lazy gits.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. Man, in these small, confined areas, the camera is so hard to work with.
Can't give up now.
Okay, let's enter the vault door. All right, we've made it to the Counting House vaults. Very nice. So, we have the vault visitor log. Some stacks of books we can investigate. Baldur's Gate and the Dialectics of Plunder. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 9, Inns and Guest Houses. A History of the Flaming Fist. Alright, let's check the visitor's log. This log records a list of recent visits to the Counting House vaults. Bloris Mead Honey, Pocket Registry, Bank Pass Gold Coins, Mr. Glitterbeard's Book of Dwarven Dates. Reason for visit, delivery of a large chest to the high security vaults. Next, Cynthia Boonproff, Pocket Registry, Stonework Tools, Metalwork Tools. Reason for visit, critical fix of a water leak in the high security vaults access. Danger of flooding the chamber. Note, Cynthia wasn't carrying a bank pass. Access granted for an urgent patch to prevent more water from reaching the tiles. And next, Rakath Glitterbeard, apparently the master of the bank? Pocket registry not declared. Reason for visit, give the Stone Lord a tour of the lower vaults. Note, Sir Glitterbeard has requested I step out of the vaults to provide the client's privacy. In we go. So we've got a big kind of grate on the wall. That's not a thing, I guess. A cabinet. All right. This door, there don't seem to be plaques or signs showing which vault is which. Oh wait, there is something here. Customer notice.
Refrain from entering until a staff member has opened the way for you.
Well, that's not happening. Now, there could very well be traps in here that aren't disabled because we haven't had a staff member open the way for us. I hear a lot of things happening. Interesting, interesting. Let's have our... Let me see, how do I want to set this up? I want... Karlach is usually in position number 4 here. Let's get Karlach to take a peek inside. She's got the best perception. We don't seem to be able to get... I see that there's like... Yes, there's a lot of safes here. Alright, so these are the things we want to get into. Safe numbers 1 through 8. The ones we have keys for, we'll go ahead and take. So, Cazador's stuff we'll feel free to take. Leroican stuff we'll feel free to take. Everybody else, we don't know who they are or what they've done. We can't really justify taking from them.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's go ahead and creep in here with everybody else. We have a wooden chest here, and then no good way to get past these doors. Obviously, we can Misty Step in. Let's see what this customer notice says.
Please wait here. A staff member will retrieve your items.
Well, that's definitely not happening. All right, Astarion, get us a hint of what's in this... Why are you doing that, Tava? Get us a hint of what's in this chest.
What to do?
Oh, just a bit of gold? All right. Yeah, I don't think we steal that. I mean, I know it's right there for the taking, but I'm trying to get better about role-playing the intentions of Tava for, like, I've gotten into a bad habit of just looting everything that isn't nailed down. And I feel like she would hesitate to just steal from a bank just because she could, even though there's nobody here to watch her. So, alright, now. We would have to Misty Step or do some sort of a teleport to get here. I don't quite know how the employees would get through these gates, but we can do it. This is not the high security vault. So what are the two we want to do here? We have vault number 1 and vault number 5 available. These can be lockpicked, but you have to spend resources to get to each of them. And like I said, we're trying to role play here. So I think we'll just use our Misty Step here, and we'll go into safe number 1. I guess we'll try and lockpick this since it's right here. That worked out. Okay. Is this just more? I'm gonna say this is associated with safe number 1, so we will take that. Let's go ahead and check out. Now, why? I have the key. I have the key. Counting house vault number 1 key. We'll drop it. Pick it up. This is really strange to me. Why can't she use the key to get in here? Oh, maybe it's not for the door. Maybe it's for the box. What's the lockpicking DC here? DC 20? So we would have to get a Starian or a staff member in here, most likely. We probably wasted a Misty Step on Tava there. And she needs another one to get out. Oh, boy. Okay. So... she can try to pick the lock, but it's gonna take her a long time. I wonder if we can cast guidance through... oh, I don't have guidance, do I? I don't have Shadowheart. Oh, Jaheira has it. Okay. Can I cast it through the wall? Let's make an effort here since we spent the scroll resource or the spell resource. Yeah, 9's not gonna do it. I'll burn a couple thieves' tools trying again. Yeah, it's not... we need like a pretty high roll here. 18's not quite enough. There we go. Okay, that gets us in. Okay, and here we have a heavy chest. So why? This isn't locked. What was the key for? Very strange. But, I mean, we got in, so let's do it. A bar of gold. Alright, totally not worth it, I don't think. Not worth the amount of effort. That's Loroakin stuff. I sort of hoped there would be something really good in there. We can Misty Step with a level 2, so we can do this twice more. Let's go over to safe number 5. Was that the other one we had a key for? Vault... counting house vault number 5 key, we do have. Alright. I don't understand what the keys are for, then. It's another DC 20. Well, I mean, I came here determined to get into these areas, so let's do it. Let's try again.
Don't give me trouble now.
This is Cazador's vault. Okay. Oh, nice. Got it on the second try. Good for you, Tava. Just more gold. Okay, well, I guess the best stuff would be in the high security vault. I guess we don't have really any choice but to use another spell slot here to get out. Okay, that burns 2 of our second levels. I could always short rest, use a short rest potion and get it all back, but... not sure what to think of that. I mean, what's the point of having us find and collect these keys if we're not even allowed to use them? Alright, what do we got going over here? Something happened. Tava rolled a critical fail on an investigation check. Did she get teleported backwards? Is that what happened? Okay, Okay, so there's some sort of arcane thing here. Vault number 6, vault number 1. Let's have her try something like this. She got dumped out again. Maybe we can we fly over it? So we don't step on it? But it maybe entering the space in the air above it might also trigger it. What is going on here? There's something strange happening. It's like... It's like not properly responding to my mouse clicks. It's just stopping her from doing anything. So obviously if we step directly on this thing, it throws us out. Can she jump like here? No, none of this is working. This is so weird. Okay, so yeah, she gets teleported back as well. So we have more vaults here. Perhaps the keys are for this, but how do we get past this? You know? Curious. So anytime I step on here, we get chunked out. I could try teleporting again, but I really don't want to use another... I really don't want to use more spell slots for this if I can avoid it.
Marching.
Huh. Oh, there's a button there. Hold on. That did something. There's another one here. 1, 2. Is there another button? I don't know what the buttons do. Ah, we've disabled it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Very nice. Let's take a look at vault number 1. Maybe this is what the key is for, right? Yes. Okay, what did you have? More just like material wealth. I was really hoping... It's got to be the high security vaults then. Okay. So the other key we have is vault number 5.
Trap. Be cautious.
Alright, well, I guess I already got that one. 1 gold. And a scroll of Revivify. Oh, there's a pouch as well. Alright, we'll take the scroll of Revivify. What's in the pouch? More material wealth. Okay. Never seen a jacinth before in this whole playthrough. All right, well, there's the 2 keys used that we needed to know about, or that I was curious about. These are not the high security vaults, so we're gonna keep moving here. No doors on either side here. This must be the entrance to the high security vaults right here. I noticed that there's symbols on the ground. Let's take a look at the plaque.
For current door codes, please refer to the head banker's office. Highest security clearance only.
So we may not have the codes we need. It's possible. We might have to backtrack and break into the banker's office, which could be difficult. But maybe there's a hint here. Nothing in the cabinet. There is Counting House Vault rules. Do not approach any vault but your own. Make sure of the number before attempting opening. Do not ask a cash guard for help with locks, doors, or carrying valuables. They're here only to observe and maintain security. No tipping. And the following temporary note is attached to the sign. Warning, wet floor. Unsafe to use devices powered by bottled lightning. Right, they had that leak. They had that leak problem. We have stacks of scrolls here. Counting House Vault rules, sure. Another stack over here. A detailed ledger. Eliasis, a summary of local business matters. Net positive Steelwatch Foundry. Net positive Baldur's Mouth. Counting House, Flim Cargo, and Omatola's Bijou. Okay, we need to keep an eye out as we're exploring the city for Omatola's Bijou. That is associated with Lord Enver Gortash. That gives us every justification we need to break in. Everything else we've already done. We scroll of Featherfall here. I think he stepped on this and it was a problem. Or it started lighting up. Sure, we'll give Parlock a scroll of Featherfall. Let's try to avoid stepping on the stones here with everybody. I'll have Tava continue looking around. We don't have the codes we need at present to get in here. Scroll of Fly, sure. Okay. So it seems like we need to light up 4 of these placards. It seems like standing on them does something. That was a click. So 1 worked. If we step off, it remains lit. When he briefly stepped on this one, it turned red. This one turned blue. So if we call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try maybe... Oh, she accidentally stopped on 4. Oh, so it's a... Okay, it's a pattern. All right. Or rather, it's a combination, and we have some chances here to check and see if we can figure it out. We have her fly around. 1, 3. That works. 1, 3. 13, 96 DR or something? Let's try 9. 1, 3. That's wrong. Okay. And there might be multiple codes as well. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 7. Maybe it's just odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. That was wrong. Okay, we're close. 1, 3, 5. Maybe it's a shape. Let's try 8. No, 1, 3, 5, 8 is not it. One, 3, 5, 9. No. I'm brute forcing this, I know, but okay, so 1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6 got us in. I don't know what that is or how we would have gotten that otherwise, but I happen to guess fairly well. The fact that the first number was 1 and the second number was 3 was pretty fortuitous. All right, we've got access to the high security vaults. Now, again, this could be some sort of magic portal that opens to different vaults depending on what code you put in. I'm not quite sure, or we might see everything inside here. Okay, we've got a passageway to another area. Guys, I'm gonna take a break here. Our bank heist is going well, I guess. When we come back next time, we'll proceed inwards, try to locate Ser Glitterbeard and his guest, the Stone Lord, and try to see if we can talk Minsc out of whatever it is he's doing. We may have a fight on our hands, I'm not sure. Also, pretty impressed with myself for brute forcing that. 1, 3, what was it, 1, 3, 5, 6? So yeah, we'll take the break here. Thanks as always for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.